Good morning, guys. What is happening? What is going on? What is good? Hope you have a great day. Guys, so I was online, right? Fucking hell, this honestly feels like, well, it was actually 10 years. Anyways, so I was online, right? And I came across this article. It was about GCSEs, right? And A-levels and like the exams and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I completely forgot about GCSEs, A-levels, school, all that kind of stuff. Turns out that GCSE results are coming out in May, June, July, August, in 3 months. The 2018 GCSE results are coming out in 3 months. And I think A-levels come out like a week before or a week after, I can't remember. But man, it got me thinking, like, damn. So I sat my GCSEs 10 years ago. I'm currently 26 years old. So I was 16, I think, when I sat my GCSE results. And what a shit show that was, okay? So, right, let me get straight to the point, then I'll talk then I'll tell my story, okay? So guys, I failed my GCSEs. I flunked the shit. Well, I didn't flunk the shit out of them, but for those of you who know about GCSEs, then you know the deal. You have to get a C in maths and a C in English language, and then like you have to pass 3 other subjects in order to go on to like, you know, your A-levels or college or whatever. So it was the same with me, but I was in a more stricter school where like, see if you got a D in maths or English language, you couldn't go on to like year 12 or 13. You had to stay behind or fuck off, right? So I was never good at maths and I still am fucking useless at maths. I'm so glad I have my phone with a calculator because that is how I do my, you know, my addition and subtraction, or I just fucking go on Google. And I knew that I was gonna flunk maths. I just knew it. So, and guys, I passed everything apart from maths. I got a D in maths. I didn't get an E, I didn't get like an F or a G or a U, I got a D. So the school were like, you can't go on to year 12. You're gonna either have to leave school or you're going to have to reset the entire year because of maths. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? The teachers are like, if you don't pass your GCSEs, you're not gonna get a good job, you're not gonna fucking go to uni or college, you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that, you're gonna be a fucking failure. That's what the teachers say, dude, and it's the most scariest shit ever because like, goddamn, dude, you're 16 years old, you have other things to worry about, like, you know, fucking, you don't wanna piss off your friends, you know, you want a girlfriend, you have acne, you're fucking figuring out, like, you know, dating, you've made out for the first time or whatever the hell, man. So like, having to think about like not being able to get a good job for the rest of your life is the most fucking scariest shit ever, okay? And when you're 16, that scars you, man. It really is scarring, okay? I sat my exams and I knew that I just wouldn't pass maths. But I was like, you know what? I'm not ever going to do maths ever again. I actually want to go down the more creative route. So for my GCSEs, you know, you do the sciences and everything, but I also chose music, design technology, business studies, right? And then for A-levels, I wanted to do music, design technology, and media studies, and business. I was like, you know what? Even if I don't pass maths, they might let me go on to the next year. I get a D in maths. I remember, man, that fucking day, like it was yesterday. It was 10 years ago, but I remember it as if it was yesterday. Dude, I went to school, right, to pick up my results. I opened it, and the first thing I looked at was maths, D. I was like, fuck, I'm not getting in. Fuck. And I was like, god damn. I think chemistry I got a U, by the way, but that didn't matter. Like, I focused on the subjects that I wanted to do for next year. So chemistry, biology, physics, I didn't want to do them, so I didn't bother with them. I focused entirely on the subjects I wanted to do next year, and of course, maths. But I still fucked it up. And this is when the teachers were like, I went to my principal or the head of senior school's office, and I was like, I got a D in maths. They're like, well, you know, you can't stay in the school. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? They're like, no. And then what happened was I appealed that, okay? And man, I just remember the teachers saying one thing and one thing only. They were like, if you don't get a C in maths, you're not gonna make it in life. You're gonna get a shitty job, you're going to this, you're gonna do that. And I know that that's what teachers everywhere say to you, right? They really make you think that GCSEs is the most important thing in the fucking world, okay? So I ended up appealing it, and then these, out of like 10 people who failed their GCSEs in my school, they picked me and this other girl to be able to reset the year because, thank fuck, right? I'm so glad that I was able to do that. I really wasn't, by the way, but I was like, fuck it, I really need to get my C in maths if they're saying that I need this to do this and this and this and this. So for me, it was really important to get that C in maths, and it sucked that I couldn't go on to year 12 and do my my GCSE maths in year 12 as well, like reset the exam, right? And then I ended up passing my maths GCSE. So yeah, I moved on to year 12, and dude, let me tell you something, right? I fucking left after year 12. I hated school. It was fucking bullshit. Like, it was actual bullshit. I was like, man, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this. I went to college, right? I was like, I'm not even gonna finish my A-levels. I'm just gonna go to college. So I moved to the UK, Scotland. I lived in Oman, by the way, which is in the Middle East. It's right next to Dubai. I managed to get into uni. FYI, like, you don't need A-levels or GCSEs to go to fucking uni, depending on the course that you wanna do. There you go, guys. So the world will not be over if you get like a D in maths. So I studied audio engineering because I wanted to be in the music industry. I wanted to work in a recording studio. I wanted to, you know, engineer bands, produce bands, all that kind of stuff. So I got my degree in that, a bachelor's degree in audio engineering. After I finished audio engineering, I was like, you know what, man, I'm not really feeling this. So I was like, I'm gonna get a part-time job for a bit until I can figure out what the fuck I wanted to do. So, you know how the teachers say, you can't get a job if you don't get your C in math and English? I ended up getting a job. I mean, it was in retail, but you know, it was still a fucking job. And guess what? They never freaking asked me where I even went to school. They were like, they interviewed me. They saw that I was a guy who was like, you know, very outspoken, and I was energetic and I was confident. They're like, you'll be perfect for the job. So I worked in retail for like a year. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I want to get into like doing videos, like music videos, filmmaking, that kind of shit. So, you know, I was like, I'm not even gonna go to college. So I bought my camera, and guess what? This shop never even asked me if I could have a fucking, like, you know, GCSE results or A-levels or any of that kind of shit. So I bought a camera. I went online and I found musicians in my local area, and I was like, listen, I want to do a music video. I'm kind of getting into this. Let me do a music video for you for free. So for the first 6 months, I was like shitting out these music videos for these rappers, just shitting them out. And I started putting them online, and they started to get quite a lot of views. So that's when I started to make money, right? Making music videos. These musicians would come to me, they would pay me, and guess what? They never asked me if I have a C in maths or English language. They didn't even ask me if I had my GCSEs. They were like, yo, you can shoot really good videos. Let's do it, I will pay you. So they started paying me, and I started to get paid quite a lot for doing these music videos. Then I started getting paid a lot from doing photography stuff. And guess what? My clients never asked me if I have GCSEs or A-levels. They saw my photos and they loved what I did, and they hired me. Can you see the theme here? So then a year and a half goes by, and the BBC messaged me, and they were like, we love your work. We'd like for you to come in. We'd like to sit down with you and see if you can do some cool stuff for us. And guess what, guys? They never asked me if I had my GCSEs or my A-levels. They never even asked me about school. They were like, oh, where'd you come from? That's pretty much all they asked me. So then I went home, sat down, thought of things that I could do, made the video, sent it to them, and then they commissioned me to do like another 10. This is BBC Scotland. And then a year after that, I did like this vlog for them. It was a Ramadan vlog because I'm a Muslim, so I fast during Ramadans, except for this year. And that really did well. FYI guys, I have a viral video that I did of them, which had like 1 million views on Facebook. Fucking amazing. And that did very well. So BBC London got in contact with them and were like, listen, we'd like to do this kind of vloggy Casey Neistat type video, and we're wondering if you guys had anyone that could do it for us. So they were like, we have just a guy. So BBC London flew me to London, right? First fucking class. They paid me, and they basically were like, listen, we're gonna put you up in hotels, we're gonna send you here, we're gonna send you to Radio 1's big weekend, you get to meet this person, you get to do this and that and access everything. And they never asked me if I had my GCSEs or my A-levels. So a year after that, I ended up getting this huge fucking job for this artist that's signed to Universal Music Group, and I've done so much shit, dude, like in the past like 4 years, right? Without ever being asked if I have fucking GCSEs or A-levels. I kid you not when I say this, not one person has asked me about my GCSEs or my A-levels. Honestly, I shit you not. Or my degree. No one's ever asked me about my degree. Now, reason being is because of the path that I kind of went down, alright? The creative industries. Obviously, if you want to be a lawyer or a doctor or that kind of shit, like an engineer, you do need your qualifications. But let's face it, those of you who are struggling probably don't want to do that kind of shit, and you probably want to do something more creative, and the teachers are scared the shit out of you. Guys, I have traveled to so many cool places for work because of what I do without needing GCSEs or A-levels, right? My sister is fucking, my sister is the smart one, right, in the family. A's and B's, right? She got like a first in her uni, so she's a smart one, I'm not, right? But I have managed to fucking travel the world doing what I love doing and getting paid for it, which it annoys me so much that school doesn't tell you about this, that your teachers don't tell you about this. They don't say, listen, it's not the end of the fucking world. You can still do some cool shit. Like, dude, if you fail your GCSEs, you can go to college and still do like a course, right? And what you want to do and end up making a living from it without needing like the right qualifications. At the end of the day, guys, right? The workforce is not gonna ask you, let me see your grades. They're gonna say, can you do good work? Can you do this? Can you do that? Are you outspoken? Are you confident? If a client comes in, are you gonna be awkward as shit to them? Or are you gonna make them feel comfortable? That is the most important thing. Dude, honestly, it is not the end of the world. And you're probably watching this video because you've either gotten your GCSEs and you flunked it, or you're worried sick that you flunked it, right? Or, I don't know, maybe you just stumbled upon this somehow, but I'm doing pretty well, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I just came back from a 1-week tour from the BBC following 2 bands on tour. And then I met Emily Sandé the other day and I was like, yo, I love your hair. And she's like, thank you very much. I'm verified on Twitter as well. I don't know if that really matters, but I thought I'd just say that because, just to encourage you guys that it is not the end of the world. Guys, I shit you know when I say this, I was shitting myself when I failed my GCSEs. I thought that my life was fucking over, but seriously it wasn't. Once I left school, I put my head down and I figured out what I wanted to do and how I was gonna do it. And I succeeded because there's more to life than grades. Like, seriously, there is really more to life than grades. Once again, no one has ever asked me what I got for my grades. And you know something? A couple of jobs, right? When I was signing up for jobs and shit, right? When I went to interviews, I actually I faked what I got for my subjects, and they never even asked me for my sheet, like my qualification sheet or anything. So it really doesn't fucking matter, guys. So yeah. Good luck with life. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. You don't have to share. No one ever shares videos anymore. Follow me on Instagram and everything. Good luck, everybody. I know this is a scary moment in life, but this is a 16-minute video telling you that it is not fucking, it doesn't matter. Peace.